Last week, Grinding Gear Games, the developers of Path of Exile and Path of Exile 2, disclosed a significant security breach involving one of their accounts with administrative access to their website. This breach allowed an attacker to access tools typically used by customer support agents. Here's a breakdown of what happened, how it occurred, and the actions GGG has taken to address the issue and whether or not it affected you. The breach occurred when an old Steam account linked to an administrative Path of Exile account was compromised. The Steam account had been created by a GGG developer years ago for testing purposes. It had no purchases, phone numbers, or other detailed information associated with it, which simplified the process for the attacker. By providing Steam support with just basic email, account name, and making sure his VPN matched the country of origin, the attacker successfully gained control of this account. Now, once inside, the attacker gained access to two very important administrative tools which allowed them to 1. Change passwords on 66 player accounts, and 2. View sensitive account information through the customer service portal, including email addresses, Steam IDs, IP addresses used by the account, shipping addresses, and unlock codes used to bypass region locking. Importantly, no passwords or password hashes were accessible through the customer support portal. However, GGG has noted that attackers could use email addresses found in the breach to cross-reference compromised passwords from other websites, potentially exploiting other users who reuse the same passwords. Additionally, the attacker reviewed the transaction history of some accounts, revealing past purchases, and accessed private messages on certain accounts, including those associated with the GGG staff. In addition to the previously mentioned issues, a key vulnerability in GGG's system was also exposed during the investigation. There was a bug in the event log for specific support actions, allowing the attacker to delete evidence of password changes. This flaw has since been fixed. GGG confirmed that logs for other support actions were also unaffected. Now, upon discovering the breach, GGG took immediate action, obviously. The compromised account was locked, password resets were enforced across all admin accounts, they launched an internal investigation to understand how the breach occurred and address the vulnerabilities. The bug in the event log was also identified and resolved. Now, to prevent future incidents, GGG has implemented stricter security measures. Third-party accounts like Steam can no longer be linked to admin accounts. Significant IP restrictions have been put in place for administrative access, and additional layers of security have been added to administrative accounts, addressing gaps that should have been secured way earlier. GGG acknowledged their failure to prevent this breach and issued a formal apology to their community. They emphasized their commitment to learning from this incident and implementing even more robust security measures moving forward. They expressed regret for the impact this may have had on players, particularly those whose accounts were affected. GGG assured the community that their trust is of utmost importance and that the company is dedicated to ensuring such an incident does not occur again. So whether or not this is affecting you and somebody you know is still yet to be really fully disclosed. We know that there were 66 accounts that were compromised, and we know that there was a lot of information looked at. Whether or not this is connected to you, couldn't tell you. And we probably may never know. They probably want to sweep this under the rug and move past it, which is understandable. Keeping this in mind, online security is an important thing for not only companies, but also for you. So make sure that you're changing your passwords and that you are taking the necessary steps to secure all the information you are putting online.